Representative Hanna.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Colleagues, it's interesting to me, people ask often about public speaking. And I always say when you get that little twist in your gut, it's just a sign that you should have prepared very, very well. For each of you who have stood up to say farewell, I hope you had that twist in your gut and you did as little preparation as I did for that feeling today, because it's a little bit of a special feeling to have that today. Someone said walking to the floor feels different. I said last night when we finished Ways and Means late at night and somebody dropped me off in the driveway, we got out of the car, we bumped fists and said, this is the last time we'll ever do this again. That's not a bad thing, it's a good thing, it's a celebration, not something to be sad about. I want Oregonians to know that I'm grateful for this opportunity. I want people from House District 7 to hear me say, thank you for the opportunity to serve you, to be elected at home, to carry the responsibility that each of us does here. What a fantastic experience. What an opportunity. What an honor. I hope we all get it. Someone said 10 years from now, there'll be somebody else here, and 10 years after that, and 100 years beyond. And I'm grateful for every one of them who will come and do that, because it is special. I'm not going to call people out by name, but I want to say this. To legislative employees, thank you. To every state employee, not all of you have heard me say this, but sometimes we make fun of that, or you hear it made fun of. What I like to tell people is, you know why it's hard to get people involved in what we do? And you know why it's hard to get people to get away from that apathetic behavior? Government works so well. Really, government works so well. It works so well that a lot of people don't even pay attention to it. And the people that make it work so well are those state employees. We get to joke about leaning 3 people on a shovel and all that garbage. The fact is, the vast majority of those people are here, they're working hard, and they make government work pretty darn well. Thank you to them. Legislators, I'm not thinking just you, but your families. And I'm going to end on that thought as well, but every one of you has got somebody lifting you up to get here, from significant others to wives and husbands, parents, adult children, your young kids that are either feeding cows or doing whatever the chores are at home because you're not there doing it. Remember to tell them. Remember to tell them thank you. It's pretty important. I don't know how many staff people I've had work for me, because you know I've had a legislative office and a caucus office and even a speaker's office. And I could probably say every one of their names. I won't, but I want them to hear me say, I couldn't be more proud. I look often at where so many of those people are today. I feel a little like a proud father, and I know I got the gray hair for that, but it's true. I look so many times at young people, not all young, but young people who come in the building and they get this opportunity and they're climbing the ladder, and you get to be one little lift up of the bottom foot to get them on the first rung. It's amazing, and I'm grateful to them. Some are here and some are gone doing other great things. I've had good things happen here, and I've made mistakes here. And I was able to say this to my own caucus the other day, and I mean it completely. To those who kicked me when I was down, I deserved it, and thank you, because when you make errors, sometimes you got to take that. And to those called and picked me up and lifted me back up, to you, thank you as well, because we have to have both sides. We got to know that there's reaction to action. It's not always positive, but somebody's got to be there to lift you up. And boy, does it feel good when they do. Some of you are those people, and I'm grateful for that. I want to say a special quick thank you to every member of the leadership team that I worked with. And I won't call you all out, but you know that if you're, no matter what side you're on and no matter what leadership group you're talking about, sometimes it takes a special group of people to really dedicate a period of their life. More of you in this room, you're going to experience it, so you'll know what I mean more when that's your time to share in that position or that duty. but it's special, and you'll build relationships and trust with people you'll never have a chance to do again. And finally, people have asked me a lot about this, what it's going to be like, what are you going to feel like? I came to the floor with tissue. So far I've made it, but to my wife and my children and my 3 granddaughters, I'm coming home. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker.